40-year-old Charlie Walker has been fatally shot, while the perpetrator remains at large. The incident occurred at around 3:35 p.m. on the 26th of May 2022, when the authorities responded to a report of gunfire at a home located at 1219 Murray Hill Drive in Houston, Texas. When first responders arrived, they found Charlie unresponsive and laying on the back porch of the residence, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators believe that Charlie knew the suspect, and they may have had an argument in the days prior to the shooting. The motive of the attack is unknown. The authorities are appealing to anyone with information to come forward as the investigation into the matter continues. 61-year-old Barbara Nevaez has been found dead after recently filing a restraining order against her estranged husband. The events unfolded at around 6:44 a.m. on the 23rd of May 2022, when her 21-year-old son woke up and couldn't find his mother in the duplex home they shared, located at 21 Emery Street in Medford, Massachusetts. He reported her missing and told the authorities that he last saw her at home the previous day at around 4:30 p.m. and that she later went out to get her nails done. He said he woke up to find the front door wide open, but Barbara's keys, wallet, purse and car were still at the property. The police arrived at the scene shortly thereafter and began searching the area for Barbara. At around 8:30 a.m. that morning, a deputy located a lifeless body inside a recycling bin underneath the back porch. The authorities said that the body did not show any signs of trauma and that they were awaiting toxicology reports. On the 9th of May, Barbara filed for a restraining order against her husband whom she was divorcing. She stated that her husband made 3 visits to the home on the 6th of May. He had been drinking and was upset she was divorcing him and was trying to reconcile. She locked herself in the bedroom until he eventually left at 11:30 p.m. after arguing with her son. He returned in the morning when she called the police and told him to stay away. When he returned later that afternoon, he became even more agitated when he discovered that she had changed the locks. Barbara said that she was fearful of being in imminent serious physical harm. On the 17th of May, Barbara sent an email requesting to withdraw the restraining order before the judge signed off on it. Investigators said they've been to the home for several disturbance calls, as well as suicidal threats, and for identity fraud in the last 7 months. The authorities said that based on the circumstances and the location of the body, they're treating Barbara's death as suspicious. There have been no arrests to date, as the investigation into the matter continues. 42-year-old Crystal Bledsoe is behind bars after she admitted to fatally shooting her 48-year-old boyfriend David Millsaps. The incident occurred at around 10 p.m. on the 26th of May 2022, when the authorities responded to a home on Smoky Branch Road in Vernor, Tennessee on reports of a shooting. When first responders arrived, they found David unresponsive on the ground with a bullet wound in his left arm, which had entered through his body. Paramedics treated David at the scene, before rushing him to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Initially, Crystal told the officers that David had been hit by a round that came from the woods behind her, but she later admitted that the .22 caliber gun was hers, and that she shot into the trees for practice, saying David was in front of her when she shot again and hit him. Crystal was taken into custody and is charged with criminal homicide. An autopsy has not yet been completed. According to court records, Crystal also had 2 driving under the influence arrests in recent days. 25-year-old Tisha White from Gainesville, Missouri, has been arrested and charged with 4 counts of animal cruelty after her 4 dogs died when they were left in a hot car. The incident occurred on the 26th of May 2022, when Tisha went out for lunch at a restaurant called the Corkscrew Bar and Grill in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. She told the investigators that she left the dogs in the vehicle with the air conditioning running and the windows up. She claimed to have checked on the dogs at one point during the meal, and they didn't seem distressed. But when she came back to the car an hour later after finishing her lunch with her boyfriend, she found the animals dead. The investigators said the air conditioning wasn't on, and when she returned, the heat index had hit 89 degrees Fahrenheit at the time, leaving the temperatures in excess of 130 degrees Fahrenheit inside the car. Tisha and her boyfriend were distressed and sobbing at the scene after they placed the 4 dead dogs which were foaming at the mouth on the sidewalk. Tisha said, "I should not be allowed to own a dog. I can't believe I let this happen." When the boyfriend rang 911, he claimed that the dogs must have turned the air conditioning off. 4 dogs died, 2 of them 3-month-old puppies. Teja was taken into custody and held at the Volusia County Jail on a $10,000 bond.
And we have 4 dogs on the side that they accidentally turned the air conditioning off in the car, and they were trapped in a hot car, and now they're all laying on the side, and none of them are moving, and they're all like foaming from the mouth. We leave them in the car all the time with it running and the AC on, but they just accidentally turned it off this time.